I'm Ming from Voiceroute. What we do is we're an open source startup in unified communications, and what we do is we build a next generation phone system for enterprises. So you can see as from my banner, we build phone system that integrates with cell phone, mobile phone, in this case iPhone and a BlackBerry. So what we do is that we help enterprise be more efficient with their communications, unified communications all together.
And so how has the response been in the community here?
So good. As you know, we're an open source startup, so you can check out our website www.voiceroute.org for the Druid project. And since we open source about 4 months ago, we have probably about 3,000 downloads, about 200 active users. So things have been good. And I've been traveling a lot. I was at OSCON and now LinuxWorld.
And how old is your company? And tell me about what you're expecting in the future.
Okay, so my company is about 2 years old. We started in 2006. 3 guys in a dinky apartment. That's how we started. And since then, if you look, we have about 600 enterprise customers. Actually, we're doing not bad, well, and we are scaling up. So now we have about 7 employees. And we are based in Norwalk, Connecticut and Singapore.
In Singapore, now tell me about Singapore, and are you doing some international work?
Yeah, actually we sell worldwide. So we have recently sold a contact center solution to the Singapore government, the Building Construction Authority of Singapore, BCA. So we do stuff worldwide. And PCCW, which is a Hong Kong telco, has adopted our solution to roll out in their network for certain enterprise customers. So yeah, we are kind of an international company in the sense that we're all around.
And so, so you were basically, tell me about how you started with the idea and you were solving a problem that was existing in the telecommunications world? Yeah,
so basically about 3 years back, when I was in graduate school, I met another good friend of mine, Vikram, and he came out of school too, and he was playing with this open source project called Asterisk. I don't know if you heard of Asterisk. It's basically an open IP telephony software project. And during that time, we looked at it, we said, wow, you know, this is an open source project and it gives a small business software that can run your phone system. That's how we ran our phone system, by the way. That's how we started. And we decided, hey, this is really nice, but it's not intuitive. So we were one of the first company in the world to build a graphical user interface on top of Asterisk. And that was in 2000 and I would say 3 and 4, around that time period. So after that, since then we have matured and talking to customers and people. When we started this company, we started talking to people and people say, hey, I want to integrate with my BlackBerry. And I want to integrate my desktop and I want to integrate with this and that. So that's how we started to become more mature as a distribution, built on top of Asterisk, and now unified communications, Jude.
Excellent. And can you show me on the screen here, give me a little example of what we're talking about?
So right now, you have a new name, you're called Ben, and your extension is 1002. So I've logged in as Ben, as 1002. As you can see from this, you have a unified mailbox where you can check your voicemail and fax. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 voicemails here. One of the cool things that we have done is we have created an application on the BlackBerry where you can actually log in. So you can see it's 1002 and we have the voicemail, it's the same voicemail pin for everything. And if I log in, you can see it's a one-to-one relationship. And it comes to the fact that even if you look at the MWI Lite, yeah, it's a one-to-one. You have unified mailbox, you have call routing. So if I look at the unified mailbox here and I log into this, you can see I have this as deleted and this as the last voicemail. Exactly. It's one-to-one. So what is nice about this is a guy on the road, a road warrior, can actually literally, basically, you be on his BlackBerry and control how his calls and everything are routed and his voicemails. It's as if he has never left the office.
That's wonderful. It sounds like such a logical solution. Are there other companies working on this, and why would somebody come to you versus the other companies for the solution?
So right now we compete against Avaya and Cisco. Those are the 2 big boys who are in this field. But what we have done is we've taken an open source approach. We have created ourselves a unified communications platform where people can create different applications, because this BlackBerry app is just an application. right? So in fact, iPhone is just an application on top. So what we do is we try to encourage our indirect channel of value-added resellers to create different applications, whether it's selling to hotels or banking, that integrates with our software. And that's how we differentiate ourselves. We integrate with Sugar CRM, with Zimbra, all these other open source based solutions such that you can run your whole enterprise on commercial open source and run it pretty well and at a cost that's significantly cheaper and more flexible than, say, from a proprietary vendor like Avaya or Cisco.